Curtis Mayfield was there every single time we ever asked him.
We're all children of the world, of all Let's get down.
Booking talent wasn't Don's only challenge that first season. Finding Superfly dancers in L.A. initially proved difficult, and he never would have found them without the help of an unlikely talent booker, an unassuming civil servant named Pam Brown.
I had worked at several recreation centers and knew a lot of young people in the age group that Don was looking for. Anything that has to do with youth in a positive manner, I'm on board.
And this lady took me by the hand and said, "No, I'm going to show you some dances." When I first saw how the kids in L.A. danced, it was a little wild and crazy for me because I was from the cool school in Chicago.
He was saying, California kids don't know how to dance. He was real cool with it.
They held the first auditions at one of the local L.A. rec centers where Pam worked. And overnight, Don had found his dancers.
All the killers was there. I mean, the killer dancers. Demita Joe Freeman and Patricia Davis and Don Campbell and Jimmy Scooby-Doo and Rerun. They were all at that first audition, and they were kicking legs and feet high and spinning, doing the splits and flipping. If you had given me a choice, I would have said to all of them, please don't dance like that. But the television audience disagreed.
The outrageous L.A. dancers were an instant hit with kids all across the country.
I remember me and my older cousins getting up in front of the television and trying to do the Funky Penguin.
This was your only source of what the latest dances were, so you pretty much had to use your memory to memorize everything, or else you had to wait an entire week and hope that they did that same move again.
What do you call it?
That was the PA slaughter.
I wanted to make up a dance and let people know that I was from Philadelphia as well. The PA slaughter, it was like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
You know I'm gone.
The dancers, in my book, had to be one of the most important elements of that show.
Kids at home weren't just copying the dance moves. They were copying everything about the dancers.
That's what I think we really enjoyed about Soul Train, is like being able to pick up on the fashion, you know, how your after-school clothes gonna look, you know, you like, this is what I got to have, you know, when school starts.
We all looked like Soul Train. We had dashikis and braids and bell-bottoms and afros and medallions and tikis, and we learned it all from watching it on Soul Train.
Without the dancers, the show might never have made it past the first season.
Those kids, they really made the show because in the beginning we just didn't have the big stars. They just were knocking everybody out across the country.
By the fifth episode, Don realized he had to capitalize on the dancers' exploding popularity, so he introduced a signature showcase for them.
Right now, we'd like to hip you to the Soul Train line. It gives everybody a chance to kind of style a while, and it's something you might want to get into on your own at parties or dances.
The Soul Train line was something that we used to do at parties in Chicago in the 50s and 60s probably, and I just borrowed it. It just caught on as the highlight of every Soul Train show.
It was the best part of the whole weekend, is going down the line.
And here we go with the Soul Train line, the Soul Train gang, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Mighty, Mighty.
You never did know what those kids were going to do when they came down that line. You just knew the next one better be better than the last one.
It was very competitive, but in a positive way. We would all cheer each other on as we come down.
The Soul Train line gave viewers a reason to crowd around the TV from week to week.
There's always that one person that had to let everybody know the segment before the Soul Train line came on. That was my job. You pretty much had to, Aunt Sharon, I'm by Soul Train line, about to come on. It was like the ice cream man was coming.
One afternoon, Mary Wilson of the Supremes made her own mark on the line.
I wish I could join the Soul Train line. What, you think I could do that? Dance with Don?
That's it.
Dance with Don. That's the new thing. Okay, Don, can I dance with you?
Oh, yeah, you can dance with me.
She talked him into coming down the line with her.
You think I could come up that Soul Train line?
We were stunned, but we were elated at the same time, because this was actually the first time that any of the Soul Train gang got to see Don dance.
Growing up, I was never the worst dancer at the party. I was one of the guys who could throw down.
It's hard to dance and come down a line, to move in a forward fashion. You know, Don found that out. He said, cut. That's it. And he never tried it again.
By the end of its first season, Soul Train had found its groove. The show had expanded from 7 to 50 cities. Don Cornelius and Soul Train had arrived.